Another day, another good game getting attacked by losers on Twitter. We all know that we do not get good looking women in gaming anymore. All the women over here look like garbage. They look like men. They look hideous, and they're made to be that way on purpose because the developers over here hate their audience. And who is their audience? Men. And we want good looking women in gaming. All the good looking women nowadays is just coming from the East. The Western AAA gaming space is dead, and the East needs to take over immediately. And now a new game that released a demo recently is blowing up on the internet. It's called Mecha, and it's the game that I am playing on screen. It's a huge mech game with good looking women as the pilot. If you know what a mech is, a giant Mechazord, robot, Gundam, Voltron, Gurren Lagann, if you know any of those things, you know what to expect. Giant robot fights. And because the women look so damn good, people on the internet gotta get mad because all Twitter does is get mad at everything. And there is a tweet here that is showing off how good the animation looks when you eject the pilot out of the robot. Here it is right here. And the tweet says, this is what happens when your character is ejected in Mecha. And as you can clearly see, that woman is slipping and sliding all over the place. Or at least her melons are. Her huge big balloons are just bouncing everywhere. Which makes perfect sense. It's called physics. Because when you're flying through the air and a giant Megazord robot, there's gonna be a lot of movement. And when women have big balloons, those shits be bouncing everywhere. They just have a mind of their own. And we don't see anything like this from Western AAA developers. They hate us, but they love our money though. But at the same time, they don't want us to buy it. They say things like, if you don't like it, don't buy it. This is not made for you. And then when they get laid off, what do they say? Why didn't anybody buy it? We worked so hard and nobody bought our great game. Are you surprised that they're stupid and unorganized? Because they're women. Of course they're stupid and unorganized. Women don't know what they want. They're too emotional. They have too many hormones moving around and they can't decide on anything because they're too damn emotional, and women have taken over the gaming industry in the West, not the East. And not only are there women, they're women that hate men, and it's not gonna get any better anytime soon. But of course, every time we get good looking women in gaming, a bunch of queerdos and homosexuals gotta get mad. And there's a lot of rage and anger in the comments, like this one here. So fucking stupid. Give me a break. Please let the West get their shit together. I don't care if you like this goon or shit, but this is embarrassing. Attractive characters, thumbs up, whatever this is, shit. How is this shit? Why can't it just be fun? It's like Chinese anime goofiness. Why can't it just be fun and goofy? Did you forget that games are supposed to be like fictional and fun and silly? Some games are silly, some aren't. But you get what I mean. Why can't you just have over the top silliness? It's a fucking video game, man. Relax. Anime does this shit all the time. And this is practically inspired by anime because Chinese, Japanese, they all look similar. They don't look exactly the same, but they take inspiration from each other. Some of these Chinese games be having like inspiration from anime. This is obviously inspired by all these mecha animes like Gundams and Voltrons. There's so many of them. So why not have the jiggle physics of anime? And a lot of people love anime nowadays, so why not have some inspiration from anime, especially in the jiggle department, and have fun? Jeez, people are just so fucking boring nowadays. If you think this is way too much and this over the top, you have to be a loser. Like this reply here. This is too much. I just want to see curvaceous female characters, not super sex up scenes. And go play a different game, you fucking loser. You homosexual. I don't know what you're complaining about. If this is not your type of game, then you don't have to play that type of game. Just shut the fuck up if you don't like it and go have fun with something that you do like. But a lot of people want this because it's fun and silly. And I don't know what you mean by super sexed up scenes because there is no sex going on. It's just a woman being ejected from a Gundam. It's just fun and provocative, which I enjoy. It's nothing like actual sex scenes, but every single time we talk about attractive women in gaming, there's gotta be some loser bringing up dirty videos on the internet. Like this one here. Can't y'all just watch porn? We can technically, but it's a waste of time and it's boring. I don't want to watch porn. I want to play video games. And what does this have to do with dirty videos on the internet? These losers always bring this up. Every time somebody brings that up out of nowhere, they are the ones that can't stop watching it. They are the ones that can't stop beating off the dirty videos on the internet because they are just bringing this up out of nowhere when we are talking about video games. We just want good looking sexy women in gaming. I don't know why you would just bring up dirty videos on the internet. But not only do they do that every single time, there's always got to be some fucking women getting mad at this and claim it's offensive. And that's what this reply is doing here. Video games are inherently sexist, and all of them Oh my god, finish this. Fuck. And all of them, every single one exists to objectify women. Or if they feature nothing clearly sexist, then they hold it spiritually. What the fuck does that even mean? First of all, we don't get this type of content anymore, so I don't know why you're saying that. Second of all, I wish games did objectify women more, because men want sexy women in gaming, and men are gamers, and games are made by men for men. Gamers are men. Men are the majority. So whatever men want is what game developers should do if they want to make money. So nobody should fucking care what a woman thinks, because you are not the audience. You wouldn't want a man to go to a female dominated space and tell you guys what to do. No, you would get pissed off and you would find it creepy and you would scream and get mad. So why the fuck do you think you can do the same with a male dominated space? Fuck off. I just can't take anyone seriously claiming that this is like objectifying women when the women in the game are not real life women. But there are people that go even far beyond that and say that we do not care about video games. We just want to objectify women and normalize hatred towards women and sexual deviance. And that's what this reply is saying here. I've already said it in ad infinitum. I don't know what the fuck that's referring to. I don't know what that means, but anyway, continue. But these people do not care about video games as a medium. As long as something meets their standards of apoliticism and or unabashed sexual deviance, they entirely disregard everything that makes video games fundamentally good. So this is a typical comment that a lot of these fucking idiots do. They act like we don't care about anything else other than good looking women. They act like we don't care about functionality or gameplay or art style or controls, mechanics, the amount of content, so many different things. They act like we only care about attractive women in gaming and that's it. Meanwhile, we talk about every single problem that goes on in the gaming industry. And not all of them are connected to how women look in games. We talk about the industry itself, the crazy developers. We talk about how boring AAA games are. You talk about how they don't even make good gameplay anymore. They just focus on cinematic experiences and interactive movies. We talk about so much shit. So the people who want attractive women in gaming want other problems to be fixed in gaming as well. But you get the idea behind a lot of these replies on Twitter. We have a bunch of idiots on the internet getting mad because attractive women exist in Eastern games. But these people don't say anything when men are sexualized in every form of entertainment. You see shirtless men in fighting games, action games, Hollywood movies all the time. You see men being sexualized. But as soon as a woman have a little bit of a bra size or a big booty, a lot of homosexuals and women want to get mad. Nobody says anything about men being sexualized, but as soon as a woman looks good, everybody wants to have a meltdown. Well, everybody that doesn't have a life and sits on Twitter all day. Normal people will just play fun games. And that's what a lot of people are doing when it comes to this game Mecha Break. A lot of people are just enjoying the demo and not listening to any fucking losers on the internet getting mad. Because that's what normal people do. Normal people play the games they want to play. Losers get angry when attractive women exist in a video game. And the way you act just proves that this is what gamers want. And you're desperately trying to brainwash gamers. You're desperately trying to push the gaming community away from what men want. And you forgot that men are the audience for video games. And if you don't like what men like, then you are not a gamer. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So all the losers getting mad at Mecha Break, go fuck yourself.